How did people shop for a new house, fancy clothes, or even a car without the internet or big city stores? Before today's quick online buys, a whole new world of shopping arrived right at your door. This simple idea brought big city dreams to millions living out in the country. It kicked off modern shopping and changed everything we know about how we buy things today in ways you just won't guess. That simple idea was the mail order catalog. Before these catalogs came along, if you lived out in the country, you were pretty much stuck. You had to shop at the one local store where the prices were whatever the owner said they were, and you just didn't have much to choose from. Suddenly, a small farmhouse in the middle of nowhere turned into its own mini department store. You could order everything from a watch to an entire house kit. For the first time, prices were fair and clear for everyone. This wasn't just about shopping. It was about connecting the entire country and giving millions of people access to a whole new world. Number 1, shopping malls. While catalogs brought the store to your house, the next big idea did the exact opposite. It put all the stores under one gigantic roof. For decades, especially in the 80s and 90s, the shopping mall was the absolute heart of suburban America. It wasn't just about shopping. It was the place to hang out, grab a bite, and meet up with friends. Of course, the internet changed everything. Once online shopping became easy, malls started to empty out. The ones trying to survive today look totally different. They're often open-air centers focused on food and entertainment, creating an experience you just can't click on. But this idea of turning shopping into an experience wasn't just limited to malls. The next item on our list took it to a whole new level. Number 2, supercenters. This next idea took convenience to the absolute extreme. Instead of just putting a bunch of different stores together, the supercenter combined them into one. It was a simple but brilliant concept. Put a full-size grocery store right inside a department store. Suddenly, you could grab your milk, a new TV, and clothes for the kids all in one single trip. This completely changed the game, saving people a ton of time. For millions, the weekly errand run went from 3 different stops down to just one. But what if you could make shopping even more convenient? Number 3, Black Friday sales. This next idea wasn't about making shopping convenient. It was about making it urgent. Black Friday wasn't a real holiday. It was a cleverly manufactured event designed to kick off the Christmas shopping season with a massive burst of energy. It created a cultural phenomenon, with sales becoming so aggressive, they started creeping into Thanksgiving itself. Stores would open their doors in the middle of the holiday just to get a head start. Now that chaos has largely moved online, with US shoppers spending over $1 trillion a year from their keyboards. But the next idea would change not just how we shop, but what we buy. Number 4, mail order catalogs. Long before the internet, the Sears catalog was the original everything store. For families living in the middle of nowhere, this giant book was a lifeline. Suddenly, your small farmhouse had access to almost everything the big city stores offered. It wasn't just about buying wristwatches or baby clothes. The selection was so massive, so ambitious, you could literally order an entire house. That's right, a prefabricated home, shipped to you in pieces, straight from the catalog. It completely changed what was possible for millions of people. But while the catalog was amazing for buying things, the next idea turned shopping into a social event. Number 5, warehouse clubs. This next idea sounded completely backwards. What if you had to pay a fee just for the privilege of shopping at a store? But it was a brilliant move. By charging an annual membership, places like Costco could sell everything in bulk at incredibly low prices. Suddenly, shopping wasn't about grabbing what you needed for the week. It was about stocking up for the month. You weren't buying 1 roll of paper towels, you were buying 30. This simple model changed consumer habits, turning garages and basements into personal storerooms for American families. But this was all about buying more. The next big idea was about buying smarter. Number 6, online retail marketplaces. This idea basically took the old mail order catalog and put it on rocket fuel. Instead of flipping through a big book, you suddenly had a global store in your pocket. Led by giants like Amazon, online shopping exploded, with Americans now spending over $1 trillion a year. but it also made us smarter shoppers. Today, an incredible 92% of people trust an online review just as much as a recommendation from a friend. This shift completely changed our towns, leaving dozens of old shopping malls empty as we all started clicking add to cart. Number 7, self-service grocery stores. This next idea seems so obvious now, but at the time, it was revolutionary. Before this, you didn't browse for groceries. You'd hand a list to a clerk, and they would get everything for you from behind a counter. Then a store called Piggly Wiggly changed the game. They let customers walk the aisles themselves and pick whatever they wanted. Suddenly, you were in control, able to compare prices and choose for yourself, and it created a powerful new sales tool, impulse buying. That clever move didn't just make shopping faster, it made us buy more. Number 8, loyalty reward programs. This next idea wasn't just about getting you in the door, it was about making sure you came back again and again. Stores turned shopping into a game, and the rules were simple. The more you buy, the more you get rewarded. It's a straightforward trade. You get perks like discounts, cash back, or a birthday gift. In return, stores get to see exactly what you buy. That data is incredibly valuable, fueling these super personalized ads and product recommendations that now follow us everywhere online. It's a clever way to build brand loyalty. But while these programs tracked our habits, our next idea completely changed the physical store itself. Number 9, drive-through retail pickup. This idea perfectly combines the ease of online shopping with the speed of buying in person. It's a simple concept. Order from your couch, but instead of waiting for delivery, you just drive over and an employee brings it right to your car. It's a clever fix for some major online shopping headaches. You don't have to worry about packages getting stolen from your porch, and returns are instant. The idea exploded in popularity, and today, more than half of all American shoppers use it. It's completely changed our expectations for convenience. But making pickup faster was just one part of the equation. The next big idea focused on the moment you actually pay. Number 10, fast fashion chains. For decades, fashion was slow. A designer would show a new style on a runway, and you might see it in a store 6 months later. This idea completely flipped that schedule. Companies realized they could spot a new trend, design a similar look, and get it on shelves in just a few weeks. Suddenly, the latest styles weren't just for the rich, it made fashion accessible to everyone. The downside? This incredible speed created a culture of disposable clothing, where outfits are often worn just once and then tossed. This changed what we buy, but the next idea changed how companies figure out what we want before we even know it. Number 11, outlet shopping centers. What happens to all the brand name clothes and bags that don't sell at the end of a season? This idea gave companies a clever answer. Instead of losing money, they opened special stores, usually way outside the city, where they could sell all their extra stuff at a huge discount. For shoppers, this turned buying nice things into a treasure hunt. You might have to dig through racks of clothes, but finding a designer jacket for 70% off feels like winning the lottery. It's a smart way to get a deal, all built around the thrill of the find. Number 12, buy now, pay later services. This final idea removes the biggest reason people hesitate before buying, the price tag. Instead of paying for something all at once, services like Klarna and Afterpay let you split it into smaller interest-free payments. That $200 jacket doesn't feel like $200 anymore. It feels like 4 easy payments of $50. You get your stuff right away, just like you paid in full. It's a clever way to make bigger purchases feel more manageable, completely changing the math we do in our heads right before we click buy.